Hey, welcome to Flourish. I'm so excited about our conversation today. We've been learning a lot this week. I know that it seems like our topic is a little bit different than what we've been learning. It's actually a little bit saddening because we have to ask ourselves a very serious question. Have you ever been disappointed? Have you ever been disappointed in God? Have you ever prayed a prayer that seems like there was just no answer? Well, I want to encourage you today. I think we've all been in that situation. But there's two stories that the Lord placed on my heart to talk about today to bring great encouragement to you as we learn to trust our Father in heaven. After all, we walk by faith, not by sight. Let's take a look back in time. Let's go to 2 Kings. There's a wonderful story in chapter 7 about a Shunammite lady. You remember Elisha? There was some things going on in the land, and the Lord had revealed to Elisha that there would be a famine. Let's look at 2 Kings 7, verse 8, 2 Kings 8, verse 1 through 6. Then Elisha spoke to the woman whose son he had restored to life, saying, "Arise and go, you and your household, and stay wherever you can, for the Lord has called for a famine, and furthermore, it will come upon the land for 7 years." Can you imagine being told that? To leave everything that you've known, all of your possessions, all of your land, for 7 years. Can you imagine the trust that this young lady had to walk through? But it's nothing that she was a stranger to after all. Elisha was the prophet who spoke to her that she would bear a son. Elisha was even the one who went to her son in the upper room and called life back into his body. So we weren't talking about a lady who lacked faith or trust. So when Elisha gave her this information, she trusted God. She left the land. Her and her whole household. She left the land for 7 whole years. And when it was time, she came back. Let's see what the word says. So the woman arose and did according to the saying of the man of God. And she went with him, her and her whole household, and dwelt in the land of the Philistines for 7 years. It came to pass at the end of the 7 years that the woman returned from the land of the Philistines, and she went to make an appeal to the king of her house for her land. Let's pause right there. She went to the king to make an appeal. Now, she had to have some kind of proof that the land was hers. Can you imagine what happened in those 7 years? I mean, people could have come in, they could have taken over the land, they could have done whatever to the house. And she needed someone to speak up for her. She needed someone to restore what was rightfully hers. I imagine in there somewhere she questioned, and she may have even doubted. Because that is easy to do. It's easy to question. It's easy to wonder. But God, He had already positioned someone in place to be the witness that she needed. Let's listen. Then the king talked with Gehazi, the servant of the man of God, saying, "Tell me, please, all the great things that Elisha has done." Now it happened, as he was telling the king how he had restored the dead to life, that there was a woman whose son he had restored to life, appealing to the king for her house and for her land. And Gehazi said, "My lord, O king, this is the woman, and this is her son whom Elisha restored to life." Wow. Let's pause. Wow. Can you imagine? Can you imagine being in the position of needing your land restored? And God's already sent, He's already prepared the way, He's already positioned someone in that place to testify, to be a witness on your behalf. Well, that's what happened to this Shunammite woman. He was already there. He was already with the king without her even knowing. He was already there. He had already spoken to the king about this young lady. He was already testifying of what Elisha had done. And she had no idea. Let's listen some more. And when the king asked the woman, she told him. So the king appointed a certain officer for her, saying, "Restore all that was hers, and all the proceeds of the field from that day that she left the land until now." Wow. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Our Father, our King, our wonderful counselor, our best friend, our all in all, saying, "Restore unto her all of the proceeds of the land until now." Wow. That's our God, friends. That's who He is. That's our Father. So I encourage you, if you're walking through something, you don't know the answers, you don't know the outcome, you can't control what's happening, trust your good Father. He shall restore all of the proceeds of the land, even until now. God bless you. I look forward to talking to you next time. Bye-bye.